The Avengers, Marvel's flagship team. First appearing in Avengers #1 in 1963, the original lineup consisted of Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man, and Wasp. Founded to combat threats no single hero could handle, the Avengers were Marvel's answer to DC's Justice League. Over the decades, the team evolved dramatically, bringing in Captain America, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, and dozens more. Key storylines like Avengers, Disassembled, House of M, Civil War, and Infinity redefined their internal dynamics, often forcing them to face threats like Kang the Conqueror, Thanos, Ultron, and the Beyonders. The group's adaptability across eras is what makes them an enduring force in Marvel's continuity. Next, the X-Men, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in X-Men #1, 1963. The team of mutant superheroes represents a marginalized group fighting for peaceful coexistence with humanity. The original lineup, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, and Angel, grew into a global phenomenon when giant-size X-Men #1 introduced Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, and Nightcrawler. Storylines like the Dark Phoenix Saga, Days of Future Past, Inferno, Age of Apocalypse, and House of X Powers of X transformed the X-Men into a saga about evolution, politics, and ideology. The team's Krakoan era marks one of the boldest reimaginings in recent memory. The Fantastic Four were Marvel's first family. Debuting in 1961, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm were astronauts mutated by cosmic rays. Their stories blended superhero action with science fiction and space exploration. Major arcs like the Galactus Trilogy, The Coming of Doom, and Secret Wars positioned them at the center of cosmic-level Marvel events. The team pioneered the multiverse with discoveries like the Negative Zone and were often tied to reality-shaking characters like Franklin Richards and the Maker. At their core, the Fantastic Four remains about family, flawed, brilliant, and ever-evolving. Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy originally debuted in 1969, but the modern incarnation featuring Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, and Drax emerged in 2008, revitalized by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. They became key players in Marvel's cosmic arena during Annihilation, Conquest, the Thanos Imperative, and later, Infinity Wars. The Guardians deal with galactic-level threats like the Universal Church of Truth, the Cancerverse, and the Magus. Despite their dysfunctional dynamic, they operate as an effective unit against cosmic chaos. The Defenders. The Defenders aren't a conventional team. Created in 1971, the core lineup of Doctor Strange, Hulk, Namor, and Silver Surfer came together for mystical, reality-breaking threats. Unlike the Avengers, the Defenders are loosely organized and react to circumstances rather than operate as a standing team. In later iterations, particularly the Netflix era, street-level heroes like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist used the name. Each version of the Defenders adapts to different tones, from cosmic to gritty street crime, and their flexibility is key to their legacy. The Illuminati. Not a traditional team, but a secret cabal of the smartest and most powerful figures in the Marvel Universe. Created by Brian Michael Bendis in New Avengers #7, 2005, it included Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Professor X, Black Bolt, Namor, and Reed Richards. They secretly guided major events behind the scenes, deciding to send Hulk into space, which led to Planet Hulk, and later confronting the multiversal incursions in New Avengers 2013 and Secret Wars 2015. Their secrecy led to catastrophic consequences, raising complex ethical questions about power and control. The Young Avengers debuted in 2005 as a next-generation team formed after Avengers, Disassembled. Founded by Patriot, Hulkling, Wiccan, Iron Lad, and Kate Bishop, the team was initially viewed as a tribute act, but evolved into something far more vital. Through stories like Children's Crusade and Young Avengers, 2013, the team tackled identity, legacy, and agency. Members like America Chavez and Wiccan became cultural icons, with their team often standing for the future of Marvel, both ideologically and demographically. The Thunderbolts were originally villains posing as heroes, introduced in Incredible Hulk number 449, 1997, before shocking readers in Thunderbolts number 1. Led by Baron Zemo as Citizen Phi, the team's twist became one of Marvel's most iconic reveals. Over time, the Thunderbolts evolved into a rehabilitation-focused group featuring characters like Songbird, Moonstone, and eventually Red Hulk, Punisher, and Taskmaster. Each version questions redemption, government oversight, and moral gray areas. From anti-heroes to Black Ops teams, the Thunderbolts remain unpredictable and complex. X-Force was the X-Men's Black Ops team. Founded by Cable in 1991, the original team was a more militant response to threats facing mutantkind. Later versions, particularly under Rick Remender and Benjamin Percy, pushed this even further. Operating in the shadows, X-Force takes on morally gray missions, assassinations, counterterrorism, and mutant intelligence. Their role expanded significantly in the Krakoan era, acting as mutantkind's CIA. Members like Wolverine, Domino, Psylocke, and Deadpool added lethal expertise to their covert operations. The Midnight Suns emerged in the 1990s as Marvel's supernatural defense line. Centered around characters like Ghost Rider, Blade, Morbius, and Doctor Strange, they fought mystical threats and demonic invasions like Lilith and Zarathos. Their horror aesthetic and occult stories gave Marvel a darker edge, and recent revivals have repositioned them as vital players against magical threats. In a universe of gods and mutants, the Midnight Suns protect against what lurks in the dark corners of reality. The Runaways are a group of teenagers who discover their parents are supervillains. First introduced in Runaways number 1, 2003, by Brian K. Vaughan and Adrian Alfona, the team included Nico Minoru, Carolina Dean, Chase Stein, Molly Hayes, and others. Rejecting both hero and villain paths, they carved out a space as fugitives from both sides. With themes of identity, trust, and generational trauma, the Runaways offered a deeply emotional and modern take on team dynamics, surviving without mentors or guidance. The Inhumans. The Inhumans are more a society than a team, but their royal family, Black Bolt, Medusa, Karnak, Crystal, and Gorgon, often act collectively. First appearing in Fantastic Four number 45, they are the result of Kree experimentation on early humans. Their stories blend science fiction, monarchy, and cultural conflict. Major arcs include Infinity, War of Kings, and Death of X. The Terrigen Mist, central to their powers, sparked conflict with mutants and reshaped Marvel's Earthbound and cosmic storylines alike. Alpha Flight. Alpha Flight is Canada's premier superhero team, introduced in XMen number 120. Originally a government-sanctioned team protecting Canadian borders, its members include Guardian, Northstar, Snowbird, Sasquatch, and Aurora. The team bridges conventional heroics with mysticism and indigenous mythology. While often secondary in Marvel's larger universe, they played key roles in cosmic events and mutant storylines, particularly through Northstar and Aurora's ties to the X-Men. Sword. Sword is the cosmic counterpart to S.H.I.E.L.D., focused on extraterrestrial threats. Abigail Brand leads this intelligence organization, often clashing with Earth's politics and cosmic diplomacy. In Sword, 2021, under Al Ewing, the team played a critical role in the X-Men's Krakoan outreach to space. Their role became essential in Empire and the Last Annihilation, handling conflicts involving Kree, Skrulls, and intergalactic diplomacy. Marvel's teams aren't just groups of heroes, they're reflections of their times, social structures, and philosophical frameworks. From street-level justice to multiversal war rooms, each team brings something distinct to the narrative landscape. Understanding them is understanding Marvel itself, layered, complex, and constantly evolving. If you liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.